Hello and welcome to the France 24 interview. We're in The Hague, in the Netherlands, which is the seat of the International Criminal Court. And our guest today is the Chief Prosecutor of the ICC, Luis Moreno Ocampo. Thank you for granting us this interview.
My pleasure.
It is the end of your 9-year mandate as Chief Prosecutor of the court. Your mandate formally ends on June 13th. 5 days later, your main catch, one could say, the former president of the Ivory Coast, Laurent Gbagbo, is scheduled to appear before the court for a confirmation of charges hearing. He's facing 4 counts of crimes against humanity for his role in the post-electoral violence in this country from November 2010 to April 2011. Ivory Coast is just one of the 7 formal investigations opened by the court. They're all in Africa. I just want to begin with the situation where the court has been mostly involved, I would say, in recent months. It's the situation in Libya. In Libya, the court was seized by the Security Council. There have been arrest warrants against Muammar Gaddafi, his son Seif al-Islam, and his intelligence chief, Abdullah Senussi. Muammar Gaddafi died, obviously. Seif al-Islam was captured, and now there seems to be a fight over who should judge him. The ICC wants him, however, the Libyans want him as well. What's the outcome of that role?
The judges will decide.
The judges of the ICC?
Yeah. When in November Seif al-Islam was arrested, I went to Libya to see the national authorities because they were saying they like to prosecute Seif in Libya. And I was going there to try to see if they accept that the ICC judges conduct the trials in Tripoli. But the leader of the National Transitional Council told me, prosecutor, we are very grateful for the court intervention. The timing was perfect because we're in the middle of the conflict. The intervention of the court helped us to have the will to continue our fight. And in those days, of course, Gaddafi cannot be prosecuted in Libya. But now we're a government, and we like to prove we can do justice here, in particular against Seif, who is the face of the old regime. That's why we like to do the case ourselves, and we understand in the ICC system the primacy is for the national authorities. So that's true. So I say yes, but then you should challenge the case before the judges. You cannot decide alone. You go to the judges. ICC judges should agree with you. And that's what they did now. They come to the Hague, they present the arguments, and will be a debate, but the judges will decide.
But you, from what you've seen in Libya, you went there, you saw some of the evidence the Libyans have gathered. Do you think, first of all, that they have strong enough evidence against Seif al-Islam for his alleged role in the repression? And 2, do you think he could get a fair trial in Libya today?
The rules are, as the chairman say, the rules are supporting national authorities. There have to be some conditions, and then we are checking the conditions. In terms of the evidence, in fact, we had a meeting in Tripoli a few weeks ago with the Prosecutor General of Libya, and they have a strong evidence, in fact. In fact, they have more evidence than us, because they collect documents, videos, and some people in prison now who testify before them, who we did not. So they have a strong case, apparently.
Stronger than yours?
More evidence than us, in fact. And they're not asking our evidence, they have their own evidence. The law also says it has to be an independent, impartial justice system for them. So an independent, impartial judge should be in charge of the case. We are checking that. What they say, we are a new country, we cannot judge us for the past. We are establishing a new system, the criminal law is clear. So that is a debate now in the court. And for the court it's important because this will be the first time where a national authority claims that they will do the case. Never happened before. In all our different 7 situations was never a national trial.
What about Abdullah Senussi? He was arrested in Mauritania, and we just learned that he was charged by Mauritania for illegally entering the territory using a false passport. He's also wanted by the ICC.
Yeah, that's Mauritania call. Mauritania had to decide where to send, because France, Libya, and ICC are looking for him. Mauritania is not a state party, so they can decide. We'll see.
Are you willing to prosecute people who are allied or part of the new government if the evidence leads to
The
that?
Libyans say they will do a comprehensive strategy, including everyone, and they will do the case. Right now, we are still doing the second investigation focused on the rapes committed by Gaddafi forces. So we are still in this second case. What we will do after is monitor whatever activities the Libyans are doing. Justice should be done in Libya. That is the interesting thing of the ICC is it's not about who is doing justice. Justice has to be done.
I want to turn to Ivory Coast. Laurent Gbagbo was transferred to the ICC in a spectacular secret operation, I should say, in November 2011. There are 4 counts of crimes against humanity. Are you confident that the case is solid because those are very serious crimes he's facing?
Yeah, no, we have all the evidence we need. We never move a case with no evidence, but in this particular case, I think we have strong evidence, yeah.
Because it happened that on some confirmation hearings,
we have to.
the
next step is to present to the judges the evidence we have, and the judges have to decide the case goes to trial or not. And the defense can challenge this evidence in court.
But you believe that you have strong evidence?
Yeah.
I want to turn to other suspects in Ivory Coast. There is the wife of Laurent Gbagbo, Simone Gbagbo, who's in custody in Ivory Coast. Do you think she should be turned over to the ICC?
Let's wait to see what happens.
Is there an arrest warrant, a sealed arrest warrant against her?
Let's see what happens. Just till we continue investigations, will be judicial decisions, and this I cannot tell you exactly what will happen.
What about the other camp, the camp allied with the now president, Alassane Ouattara? There are allegations that there are atrocities that were committed by him, but it seems that he's not willing to let any of the suspects come here.
No, we always say after we finish the Gbagbo side, we'll investigate the other allegations, in particular some massacres in some specific place.
In Douekwe, in the west.
Douekwe, yes. And we sent some people to start to work there, but we are waiting to conclude the Gbagbo case to do this.
But you will pursue this even if it leads very high in the current leadership of Ivory Coast?
We explained that clearly to President Ouattara.
One of the first targets, Joseph Kony, the Lord's Resistance Army, they've been active in northern Uganda, but in neighboring countries. There is an arrest warrant dating back to 2005. He gained new prominence through a video that was posted on YouTube and become a phenomenon, and it seems there is more effort now to catch him.
Yes, very fascinating. For me, this video show is a generational gap. The young people they don't like this type of crimes in any part of the world. It's a consensus on that. That, for me, is showing the ICC is a new institution for the young people coming. My age, we were thinking national systems. Young people, in particular 12, they are global. They're born global. So it's a new world coming, and Kony video success is showing that.
When will he be arrested or killed, do you think?
I suppose Kony will be arrested. I hope arrested this year, yeah.
Arrested this year. One of your main targets is, I mentioned, the president of Sudan for his actions in Darfur, 3 counts of genocide, according to his arrest warrants. However, he's welcomed by his African peers. When you see him landing in an African city and being hugged by an African president or head of government, do you cringe?
No, the problem for me are the victims. Because when we present the case, the judges confirmed there were 2.4 million people living in genocidal conditions. And I don't think it's going to improve from those days. So that's my problem. I think the victims are frustrated, not I'm frustrated because of what happened to them. President Bashir is a fugitive president. When he traveled, he has a lot of problems. Many countries refuse. Now is a meeting African Union Malawi. Malawi rejecting to receive Bashir, announcing that he's going to Malawi, will be arrested. So it's a matter of time.
Just as a conclusion, you've been 9 years in this position. You were the first person to create this from scratch. What's your biggest achievement?
No, it was a big privilege to be the first prosecutor. The achievement was just put the system in place. It's not my invention. I received a law many people were saying it's impossible to transform this into operation because I had to select where to go, how to investigate in ongoing crime, how to arrest people. Now it's working. Now we are a normal institution. Fatou Bensouda, first day, will be going to court to present the charges against Laurent Gbagbo, former head of state. My first day in the office was, I have 6 floors empty, nothing to do, 2 employees. So we transform an empty building into an institution. We're not just working, it's also representing the transformation. Because the ICC means the world is not tolerating that massive atrocities remain impune. Even people with power, like Gaddafi or Bashir or Laurent Gbagbo, who they are involved in crimes, they are showing they could be prosecuted. And that's a huge change. It's something completely new in the humanity.
What's your biggest regret? As I said, you've opened all your investigations in Africa. Do you regret not doing it elsewhere?
No, I do what I should do. I never, it's interesting. Look, if this court was open in the 46, probably my case it would be in Europe. If the court was open in 1979, my case it would be in Latin America. A court opened in 2003, the case was in Africa, because other countries like Zimbabwe, Burma, or Somalia is also Africa, many other conflicts are not inside my state party. So my duty is to investigate what no one else is doing. In Colombia, they are doing, I should not investigate. In my 7 investigation in Africa, was no investigation. That's why I did it. And in fact, it's interesting because victims are Africans. They are suffering. The new colonialism is ignore the African victims. That's what we did in Rwanda. I should not do that.
Thank you very much, Luis Moreno Ocampo, for this exit interview, if I may call it this way, and thank you for watching it here on France 24.